Well, for a second there, I thought I was secretly getting roasted. I said back to Sean, he was like, "Is this a roast, or are you saying something?" I'll just use Bob's speech here. I don't really know where to start. I never write speeches, but actually Bob said I came to Quicksilver when I was 18, which was untrue. I came to Quicksilver when I was 10, and they didn't want to sponsor me. Truth is hurtful sometimes. No, I was 10 years old, and I think it was DK and Jeff Hackman were in Florida. It was like 1982, and I was at this little trade show before we had the big trade shows, and there was some bikini contest happening, and I was too young to be in the room for that or something. And DK just wanted to get rid of us, so he gave us each like a pair of shorts, and we thought we were sponsored by Quicksilver. So those were Star Trunks. And then when I got back on Quicksilver, like 8 years later, they actually made the Star Trunks and said that, it's sort of my trunk or whatever, but it was, I think they were like making up for humiliating me as a child. To roast back, I'm sorry about that. But no, it was, just my Quicksilver sponsorship, when I was 18, I didn't have a sponsor, and poor me, right? I was looking around for a sponsor. I really wanted to ride a Quicksilver, and I didn't think Quicksilver was wanting to sponsor me. And then I came back from a trip, and there was a contract on the table, and I couldn't have been more stoked to be with Quicksilver. So Bob and actually. DK tells a story. Most of you here know Danny. DK tells a story how I didn't win the world title that year as an amateur, and a lot of people were really hesitant. DK says it was all him who made it happen. So I have to thank Danny Clark right now. I don't know if Glenn Marcotta and you guys feel the same way, but Danny says it was really him who was there, maybe Wooly too. Well, I saw Willie here. He's back there somewhere. There's it's really hard to get up here and thank people because there's so many people who helped me out in just in a single year of my life, it's hard to think you might forget somebody in some country that helped you out, but the number of floors and beds and boats I've slept on, and the number of people I need to thank is it's bigger than I can remember. And there's a million. There's so many special people I meet in a year that I can't even begin to name everybody. But a great majority of those people are here in the room tonight, and you all know who you are. So thank you for the help that you've brought my way. And the only downside of my job is just the travel, but I still love it. And I was in Fiji yesterday, and I didn't want to leave, but I knew this would be a good night. Honestly, when the Tom Red trip came up for auction, I wanted to buy it. I wanted to get back. I'm scared to get a call from Shane Dorian saying it's 10 feet today and you missed it, but I'm sure that's what's going to happen. You missed it, Keely. But there's just so many great experiences in this life and in the world of surfing, and if I could just take a second to thank Randy Rarick for all his years in Hawaii. it is no secret that Hawaii is a tough place to be a contest director, and you have to deal with so many people. Everyone from around the world is getting there, trying to make it on tour, trying to get in a contest or whatever. And Randy, I know you have a tough job, so thanks for putting up with all of us. Lisa Anderson, a lot of things. Yeah. A lot has been said about Lisa, and a lot more can be said, and you've been an inspiration to so many surfers around the world, not only the young girls coming up, but just surfers around the world, and we from Florida are exceptionally proud of you. Along with everyone else. I know you got your mom and your daughter and family here tonight, so congratulations, Lisa, on tonight. And last person tonight is going to be Eddie Vedder, who Eddie and I met 10 years ago at some strange party in Los Angeles, and we've become quite good friends since then, and it's been an exceptional experience in my life. We've had a couple of little surf trips here and there. Eddie once called me and said, excuse me, he said, I want to take this surf trip to Florida. I was like, that's a surf trip. What's her name? That's it, We did squeeze a 3-day surf trip in with Derek Hine once down in Australia, which was fun because it was the first time Eddie ever got on a shortboard. And I think that wave was in a movie called Fifth Symphony Document that our friend Chad made. And if you watch that film, you'll see Eddie on his first wave on a shortboard. It was actually a copy of Aki's 84 board that Rusty had made. And Derek had really gotten into riding these old boards, and I had a couple made by, I think, Rich Bevell, and we brought him down there, and that was Eddie's first shortboard. So, the history there for you, Eddie, if you didn't know who made that board, it was Rich Bevell. I don't know how else to finish. My mom's here. With her husband Bruce, and mom's got married last November. I'm very proud and happy about that. Before I came up here, I was thinking, what can I say? And I thought about, well, no, not a roast or anything. But as life goes on, after surfing, professionally and stuff, somebody who's hugely inspired me, who's actually going to introduce Eddie tonight, is Mark Richards. And Mark, so every time he speaks, he so graciously talks about family and basically how exciting surfing was and what a great life it was, but how much more fulfilling his life has been even after surfing, because he still has surfing and all that. So as life moves on, from worrying about who got overscored or underscored, does that matter? It becomes kind of funny. I think Sean's the only person laughing. He gets it. But Shane Dorian said, I was surfing with Shane Dorian yesterday, and we were surfing these perfect waves, and contests and retirement and all that sort of stuff came up, and he just goes, man, I'm so glad I don't have to worry about any of that. And I can just go surfing like 3 trips a year, and Paul Naudet still pays me. I guess after he figures out his budget after that $35,000 painting he just bought, changed the check might change. But, I just want to say thank you to everybody, and